Hi, this is Caroline from Maya Road. Today I'm back to show you how to make this beautiful pin that you can either use as a brooch or you can pin it to a headband and use it on your hair. This is so simple to do. We're going to complete it in 3 simple steps. The first step we're going to do is we're going to make these pieces here. These, they kind of remind me of peacock feathers, but we're going to make these little loops here. And to start that, what you'll need to do is you're going to need to get yourself some orange zipper trim and some of the aqua blue zipper trim. For the orange zipper trim, what you'll need to do is you're going to cut yourself 5 6-inch pieces of that, and then for the blue you're going to cut yourself 5 4-inch pieces of zipper trim and look like that. Now to make the little pieces here, or the loops like this one, I'm going to show you and demonstrate one. So what you'll need to do is have your hot glue gun ready, and then for your 4-inch piece, the inner piece, you're going to glue that together like this and hold it. The reason we use hot glue is because it's a quick and easy adhesive that dries fairly quickly and gives it the strong hold we want, especially for zipper trim, which is kind of heavy. And you can see it's already dried into a loop. Now on top of that, you're going to add some glue on both sides of this zipper trim here, and you're going to add your orange piece. Now when you add your orange piece, you're just going to want to make sure you pay attention to where you form the loop, like this. Now make sure also that the metal teeth are all on one side, as you can see I have here. And there you have one of the loops like you see here. Now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make 5 more of those, which I've already done for you here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to set those aside, and now we're going to make the center of the flower, which is this one here. Now to make that center piece, what you're going to do is take a piece of a foundations chipboard. And you can see our foundations chipboard, you can use it for crafting, for paper piecing, or for using for cards or scrapbooking, but you can also use that as a great strong base for your zipper trim. Now the foundations chipboard has an outer circle and inner circle. We're going to keep the outer circle on here because we want the larger base to form the flower. And to form the flower, you're going to take your orange zipper trim, which I've taken here, and our zipper trim comes in pieces like this. So you're going to take that apart. You're going to get yourself a 15-inch piece, which is about this long. And you're going to form the center of the flower. Now you can see here the center of the flower here is kind of a rolled bud, like that. To get that, you're going to take that, you're going to roll and fold and roll across. You can see how I formed the bud there. Now we're going to get that onto the center of our circle by applying a good amount of hot glue right in the middle. Be careful because the glue is fairly hot, even though low temperature glue guns are fairly hot. Now you're going to hold that down and count to 10. Now we're going to count to 10 because we want the glue to really grab firm hold of the zipper trim and glue itself to the chipboard piece. And you can see now this is the tail of the zipper trim, which you're going to use to manipulate around the circle and glue down as you go. So let's get our hot glue gun again. You can see now it's holding. We're going to apply a little bit of glue here, and we're going to fold it down and glue as we go. We're going to hold it for a little bit. And then we're going to keep going. We're going to apply a little bit more glue. And you're going to fold a little bit and glue down. Don't be afraid to kind of bend the zipper trim into the shape you want it. If you left it just kind of round, you'll end up with a spiral flower. But as you can see, our flower has a little bit of shape because we put a little bit of fold in it. And you're going to keep going. You're going to bend it a little bit more, and you're going to glue it down. Now the more you make these zipper trim flowers, you can start to come up with designs of your own. We're going to set this one aside and use the one that we have already finished. And you can see that here. You can see how I actually finished it by taking the tail of the zipper trim and allowing it to go to the back side of the chipboard piece. And to that, you can see how that looks like the pin we've made originally. Then you're going to want to take your pieces of the loops that you made and you're going to decide where it wants to go. So I started first by adding in the 3 pieces of zipper trim like this, because I wanted it to look like that. See how that looks there? So all I'm going to do is I'm going to add some glue here, and I'm going to glue my pieces down. Don't be afraid to use a lot of hot glue, because again, that's what's holding everything together. Okay. Now I'm just going to flip it around and see if that's how I like it. And that's pretty much where I wanted it. You can kind of see. You can still manipulate it where you want to go. Now, to kind of get that tail effect here, I'm going to take my other 2 pieces of zipper trim, and then I'm going to decide where it is I want my zipper trim to go. You see how nice that looks? You can see how that looks. And all I have to do is just glue that down, just by adding some glue here to the sides of the zipper trim. And kind of just, work with the zipper trim, decide where you want the flow to be. And you can always take it apart and put it back together. You see there's one loop, and then I'm going to glue the other loop. I think I want that loop right there. I'm going to just kind of hold that down. And there you go. You can see this one looks a little bit different than this one, but I like it because the tail is kind of longer. Then all you have to do is you can actually, if you wanted to, apply a felt piece right here to cover it, and then you can see I attached it with a pin back. You can also put an alligator clip if you just want to use this to clip to your blouse, or to clip to your shirt, or to clip to your hair. So you would do the same back here, and you can just make sure all your pieces are glued down. You can kind of flatten them a little and then add your felt. And that's it. You can complete these zipper trim brooches with the tails in probably 20 minutes or less. Thanks for joining us.